What is going on, traders? Today we're going to be taking a look at Uniswap, one of the trending DeFi coins, and of course one of the key players in the DeFi space, as well as you have amazing fundamentals and how this entire ecosystem of Uniswap works. So many things going on there, but the fact stays to be that the entire ecosystem of Uniswap works on Ethereum blockchain, right? So if Ethereum is bullish, Uniswap could be bullish. If Uniswap is bullish, then Ethereum is certainly bullish. What does that mean? That means for Uniswap to trend up, Ethereum has to be somewhat bullish, and this is what we are actually looking at these days in the markets. Ethereum crossing, just staying above a few key levels here, not breaking down. So that means constant upside for Uniswap, and as the participation in the entire ecosystem of Uniswap increases, I think price appreciation is just likely, and there are a few bullish targets to all the way around $50 or maybe $100 per uni. And I remember there were times when 400 Uniswaps were distributed for free to all the people who actually use Uniswap for swapping anything or providing liquidity to the pool, which was very interesting. It was free money. It was free. It was pretty exciting times. It just happened like a couple of months ago, and now look at what it's doing. It's trending beautifully to the upside. We have the moving average, the 21 daily moving average, as the trend bearer, just like how the price action is working on Ethereum. And as far as we are actually staying above the 21 simple and not closing below it, Uniswap is probably going to be maintaining a good bullish trend right now, although the 21 simple moving average says to be 56% above the current price action, which is of course of certain risks. So would you want to be long Uniswap here? Look, if you're already long Uniswap since $6-7 levels, since probably $4.8 levels, of course it's just the trend keeps on going to the upside, the price keeps on moving to the upside. There is no reason to actually drop your positions from the markets. But if you are wanting to take fresh new position in the markets for Uniswap against USDT, I think having a little patience and waiting for the price to consolidate, and probably wait for the moving average to actually catch up to the price action, and you could probably barge into the Uniswap tokens when the moving average is somewhere around 10% from the price action, wherever the prices are at, because that has been provenly a good strategy to enter any trending move to the upside. The daily is bullish, of course the macro is going to be bullish, but we don't have much history for Uniswap to actually talk about, so I could simply go on to the extreme small time frames here. I should just start off with the 12 hourly, and of course beautiful trend continuation here. Are we wedging? We are not really wedging. This is not a wedge. Even if you want to call it a wedge, I think we have broken out of the wedge, and not exactly a wedge. It's kind of like a channel, a price trending channel, and we are constantly closing a few 12 hours above it, which means this particular level is of significance here for Uniswap. It's going to be 13.1. Well, you can argue that it's 13. So $13 regions for Mr. Uniswap is going to be pretty interesting to take note of. And the 12-hour 21 simple lies around 11.2. So if we break below, this is just a little bearish interpretation of the price action. If it happens, if we break below $13 regions, we can have a simple smooth ride down all the way at 11.3, which is going to be a nice 12%, a delicious 12-13% move, and you can certainly go for a trade here, managing your risk above this line. So gives you a risk to reward ratio of 1:3 at least, bare minimum, which could be good looking trade here. But for the time being, we have certainly we broke this channel to the upside, and we want to trend here. As far as the 12-hour candles are actually closing above 13.8, 13.75 regions, I think Uniswap is looking good. We could probably have a wick down, because these markets are just like extremely volatile. You could have. So if you want to be going on for a trade for Uniswap, do not enter without any confirmation. What do I mean by confirmation? Like a 12-hour closure below certain key levels is what confirmation is. A closure, 12-hour closure below certain level is going to be confirming moves to the downside, or 12-hour closure above certain levels around like 15.5, 15.49, then you could continue to the upside. So a closure is the key here. Without confirmation, you could be wicked out, man. Like, look at this wick here. Look at this wick right you could simply wigged out. The price just simply went to the upside. So you do not want to be trapped here, like shorting Uniswap here, man, that would have been really nasty. So just wait for the confirmations, wait for certain time frame closures below certain levels or above certain levels, so that you can actually start picking your trades out. Anyways, going on to the immediate trend here, the 4-hour time frame, beautifully guiding this entire trend, even in the short term, in fact. So we are kind of closing, we just had a retest around $14 regions on Uniswap on the 4-hour 21 simple moving average, currently holding it. We could break below it, then we could test around 13.14. If we break 13.14, we can come down to 11.25, right? All right, well, these are your downside targets. What about the upside targets? This is price discovery. This is pretty much price discovery. I mean, this nasty wick when the Uniswap IEO or something like that happened, it must have, it's just like, you don't really want to consider this as potential area of reversal. Well, $15 could be psychological area of reversal, but this structure, this candle does not mean jack shit. In fact, was just a IEO pump or something like that. So don't consider this wick here. I would pretty much like to say Uniswap is already in price discovery behavior. How do you determine targets on price discovery? I'll simply take these previous drawings away, and we're going to consider this first wave, this first reversal wave, as our Fibonacci key levels, key zones. Wait, I'm probably doing it the wrong way. Well, yes, this makes sense to me here. Okay, could readjust by a tad bit, I think. All right, so for this structure right here, well, you did trend to 1.618. Look how significant this level was. 1.618 was significant. We had a sell-off here, coming down all the way at 1.1. This could have been a pretty interesting trade to the downside for a 30% move. Similarly, coming on to the 2.618, we had a downside move of 30% again. And then we just got bought back up and just simply headed high. These could be your potential zones of interest on the Fibonacci. Well, the list would just keep on simply going on to the upside. If you're actually wanting to maintain prices above $13, you could certainly be looking at $22 Uniswap real quick. Trend is to the upside. The slope of the 200 simple moving average on 4-hour is, of course, to the upside. Pretty aggressive also. Pretty aggressively trending to the upside. So this means strength. This means quite a bit of strength, in fact. And well, your further targets, 7.618 is at 22. 10.764 is at 30. 20.618 is at 56. That's where your $50 targets for Uniswap are actually making sense. Well, to be honest, the 40.618 is at 109. These are the key levels of interest. These are the probable areas where most of the profit taking is going to happen, and these are the zones which you got to be cautious about. Look, certainly if it is one of your investment, Uniswap, this is going to do good. If Ethereum is generally doing good in the markets, Uniswap is going to be doing good as well, because DeFi is just, it has just begun. All right, the decentralized finance, the entire ecosystem, it has just begun. So if Ethereum is trending to the upside, if Ethereum is appreciating the market, I do believe that DeFi projects are also going to do good. If not immediately, eventually they'll do good. But I think that the major trend bearer for Uniswap, SushiSwap, or any swap is going to be Ethereum trending to the upside. So as far as Ethereum is maintaining $1,000 levels, you could be simply investment long on Uniswap. Now, do not be leveraged long on a market which is simply volatile by 100% in just like a couple of days or a week. You stay away from leverage when the market is simply volatile to an extent where you are generating 100% move off of the dumps. You would want to stay away from leverage, because a market which is any which way is pretty much giving. Don't want to be adding leverage into it. Just simply plain blank headache. So investment long, buying it, holding it up is going to be a better choice, I think. And as far as we are maintaining prices above the 200 simple moving average on a closing basis, that is, if we are maintaining, well, well, this is also 100% move to the downside. 50%, sorry. If you're maintaining 7.5 levels on Uniswap, this is mid-term bullish, and simply trying. Well, I think the better risk management for Uniswap is going to be the 21 daily simple moving average, as it is actually holding the trend and looking good for the time being. So yeah, if you're holding above 9.1, you're good for Uniswap here for upside targets of 21, 30. Now these ranges are so big, makes risk management a pretty hefty task. So I would, for me personally, I would not like jump all into Uniswap just because it's going to go to 50, 100 or something like that. No, I am going to risk a certain amount which is not going to really cause huge trouble to my portfolio. Like I've seen so many people going all into so many cryptocurrencies, and just that particular cryptocurrency goes down by 20-25%. They just like simply their wealth gets wiped out by 25%. That's not good. That's not good risk management. So if you have a portfolio of say, like, if you want to distribute a portfolio into something, not more than 5 to 10% is something that I personally would risk on Mr. Uniswap here, because the downside ranges are just too big and the upside targets are actually moon targets, right? It's pretty much possible as Uniswap and its ecosystem keeps on growing and more liquidity providers are entering them into the market. And I'm actually going to be doing a comprehensive video on the entire Uniswap platform, and let me know in the comments down below if you're actually interested to know how to actually make a good passive income from Uniswap. It's pretty interesting how it works, actually providing liquidity, and all of the fees that gets collected comes to you directly in form of Ethereum or USDT. It's pretty interesting. So I'm going to be making a fundamental video for Uniswap pretty soon. Let me know if you really want that as soon as possible. Well, upside targets, moon targets, downside targets, doom targets. It's pretty much right now in between nowhere. And another risk management standpoint, which you can actually gather around for yourself, it's going to be 11.25, because we had a bullish engulf candle on the daily, and whenever you tend to close below a bullish engulf, it calls for a price action reversal for the mid-term to the short-term. And you can consider 11.25 zones also as your risk management points, which is approximately 23-25% of the downside. If you're looking at daily closures below 11.25, we could be getting into a consolidation or probably a retest back at the 21 simple moving average in the daily. Well, managing risk for Uniswap is certainly going to be difficult. So trend is bullish. You could long, you could stay long, but not risking more than 10 to 5% on such a volatile asset. I think this should make sense to you, because if you're going 100% in on Uniswap, you probably don't love money. You probably don't love making money. It's just pretty risky. So yeah, I think that's been it for Uniswap. You can take a look at these levels, which are of key interests here. 109, 56, 30, 22, 11, 9, 7. Well, that's pretty much about it. I'm gonna catch you guys soon on the next video. Bye for now.